friends, welcome back to Nessa's Nook. Did you miss me? I know you didn't mind having Mark here, and I really appreciated him making meals for those few days, because if it was not him cooking, I think we would have had a fend for yourselves, and it would have been things like cereal or eggs or just something that you didn't have to put anything together because I wasn't cooking. I didn't clean. He did all this for me. I am starting to feel a little bit better. I am starting to get my voice back yesterday a little bit. It's a lot better today. I can taste some things now again. I don't have really the smell because my nose is still kind of plugged. But they did say, I guess I got myself a nice little case of strep throat. You know, the doctor says, oh, if you would have told me that you didn't have your tonsils, that, you know, I would have said your tonsils were really, really inflamed. I'm like, well, I haven't had those in a long time, and my sister thinks that when I was about 4, we both had them out at the same time back in the day when people would do unnecessary procedures just because. One of us was having problems, and the other one just went along for the ride. And we kind of got in trouble because I can remember packing chips, not realizing your throat, packing chips to go to the hospital, to eat at the hospital. You know, those little bags of chips we used to have, you know. Anywho. So tonight is just going to be a super simple meal. I have made this before, but I haven't made it in the Combi. And that's what I'm going to try to do is some of these meals that I do like, that I have made in previous, that I will try to still make in the Combi, because I think that just shows a different way. Now this show says 15 minutes at, well, it says air fryer 10 minutes at 360. So I'm really thinking, because the Combi's air fryer is so much faster, I don't even think it's going to be 10 minutes, honestly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the country fried steaks out of my little bag here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up an 8-ounce can of my home canned corn. And we're just going to do some instant potatoes, and then I have the white gravy. And I know people have said in the past white gravy don't belong on that. But here in Michigan, that's what restaurants do. You go to Denny's, you go to some of those places, you get the pepper, the gravy, the pepper gravy that we get. So that's no different than going to like Denny's or whatever, and that's what we do here in Michigan, and that's where I live. So I'll bring it down here, and there's my tray there. I'm just going to go ahead and put the 2 on there. And we're going to leave a little bit of room to put the corn like in a little package right here. And then, so what's going to happen is I'm not going to spray this or anything. Should probably bring you up so you can see what I'm doing over there at the Combi, hey? Alright, and I'm going to put this on this lower setting here. And as I've said before, when you cook with things on the left-hand side, it goes up. When you cook with the things on the right-hand side, it goes down. So I'm going to still do my 350. No, I've not used my Combi in a couple days to the show. I'm going to go ahead and hit start. And I'm going to bring this down to the 10 minutes. Like I said, I don't think it's going to take that long. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting the instant potatoes, the gravy, and the corn around. The corn I'm going to put in here so I'm not dirtying up another pan. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I put the corn in there. I thought I was videoing and I didn't. Obviously, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 2 cups of the water in there. And 3/4 cups of the mix. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is take my little whirligig and I kind of like spread that out just a little bit. And I go ahead and start mixing that up. And then I just have to get out something to go ahead and keep the gravy stirred and get that away from the sides and stuff. This comes together pretty quickly because I use the instant hot water from the sink, and then it just comes together very nice. Alright, and I don't measure my potatoes, I just kind of lean it a little bit. So that's 1 cup of water, pretty much the hot water from the sink. And I'll go ahead and put some potatoes in. And I'll mix these till I get to the consistency that I like. And that's only got like 15 seconds left over there. Just a little bit more potatoes. Could you please get me out one of those placemat holder thingies?
Pie holder?
Yeah, please. Okay, please. Mark's still out here in the kitchen if you guys are all wondering. Alright. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pull this out. And give this a little stir first. Gravy's done. This is like what I said, this is like one of my most favorite types of dinners to do. This is just not only just incredibly simple. I just don't really feel like cooking, and I really don't even feel like eating, honestly. And after this, I don't even feel like really doing dishes. I guess I'm not really feeling anything, am I? So we'll go ahead and show you what that's looking like. That corn did a really good job at that 5 minutes. And I'll go ahead and get out a couple plates. We'll get this plated up and we'll have ourselves some dinner. Alright, so there's the chicken. Put it on both plates. And give me just a little bit of potatoes. I haven't been eating as much. I haven't had it in me to want to eat dinner or anything. I guess it's kind of helpful. I've lost 8 or 9 pounds, so that makes it kind of nice too. Alright, and then here comes the gross part that in the past video someone thought was absolutely just gross. But I'm just going to go ahead and pour the gravy over the potatoes, the gravy over the meat. There's still some gravy left if anybody wants any. And there's the corn. So, like I said, this was not a very hard to make dinner, but considering this is the first dinner I've made in over 5 days, it's not too bad. So this is just the country fried steak that comes from Walmart, some instant mashed potatoes, and my corn that I canned from frozen corn, and some peppered gravy. So this, like I said, this makes a really cheap, nice, fancy meal, obviously. So thank you very much for stopping by. Thanks for everybody who was being absolutely so wonderful to Mark and giving him really good comments and stuff. You guys are just the best. And hopefully I'm going to be up to par and I'll be back. If not, you'll see Mark in here every once in a while. So thanks again, and you all have a very blessed and wonderful day.